We're gonna set the record straight once and for all. Yes, I was in a rehab center. You know what I mean? A rehab center. But some people they can't wrap their head around a rehab center without thinking you was hooked on some kind of drugs or something. I was in a rehab center, but I wasn't hooked on no drugs why I had needed to be in a rehab center. I was in a rehab center for broken bones. And because of the broken bone that I have, it caused me to I broke my leg and I was on crutches, and it caused me. I used the crutches wrong, and it caused my arms to stop working. I said that before, in another video if you've been following me. Like it caused my both my arms, the crutches, using them underneath my arms the wrong way. It cut off the nerves underneath my arms. It cut the nerves off. You got these big nerves that run underneath your arms. It cut the nerves. Placed pressure on the nerves and it cut them off. So my arms they went dead. Both my arms was dead, and I was on a broken leg. So I end up in a rehab center. I was not in a rehab center for drugs. Now you see in the rehab center, some people like, what rehab center? This rehab center. See the name? You got the name and the address. That's where I was. They don't have people in there for drugs. They got old people in there, and old people, and people that got issues, like I said, like me, that needed to get their arm back in motion, needed to get their leg back in motion. You know, people that lost their motion that needed to get their motion back. So, with me saying that, I say that to say this. I've been down a path that is like so much happening in what I would say, some people say a short time, because between the rehab center and living in my car, living on the street, and all this crazy stuff that happened in a span of 3 to 4 years. 3 to 4 years, like some people might say, that's a long time. The way how everything happened, man, the time, looking back at it now, it felt like forever when you was in it. But as you look at it, it feels short. I can't even explain what I'm feeling. One thing I will tell you, man, it wasn't easy though. It wasn't easy. It's a bunch of mixed feelings, But like I say, being in rehab, that wasn't no joke. Having to beg people to give you a bath, it's what they should be doing. But in my situation, I had to beg. I don't know why I had to beg, but I find myself begging. God knows I ain't lying. I find myself begging people to come wash my back when I couldn't wash it for myself. So in saying this is like, it's the kind of place that I pray to God I never end up having to go back to for no reason. I hope I'll be one of them people that get to live my life out in my own place, in somewhere that I call home, because that environment ain't for everybody. Even my roommate, the guy that was next to me, he an older guy. He was an old head. And I went over there and he complained to me. He said, it's crazy how I have to beg them to change my pamper. They leave me in my pamper till my ass is sore. Then when my ass gets sore, they don't want to deal with me. But they're the reason why I'm sitting here in my shit all day till my ass is sore. But I just say that to say this. Just know, I've been to some places that I just wouldn't wish on nobody. I wouldn't wish it on nobody. And yeah, like I said, it's a bunch of mixed feelings. It's so much I could say that my thoughts are just flustered right now. Yeah, my thoughts, because there's so much. But just know, I was never in a rehab for drugs. I was in a rehab for, like I said, I needed therapy to get my motion back. That's all that was. Getting my motion back. Understand?